In this video, I'm going to use SPSS to perform a pair sample t-test, which is also sometimes called as dependent t-test. Okay, so it is used when we are interested in finding the difference between two variables for the same subject. Okay, so here are our problem statement. Okay, so suppose you want to study the effect of caffeine on the number of hours participants sleep. Okay, so the effect of caffeine is the independent variable, and the number of hours participants sleep is the dependent variable. Okay, so you have two conditions in your experiment. Okay, caffeine and without caffeine, and each participant participates in both conditions of the experiment. So each condition is separated by 1 week's time. Okay, so here are the data. And in this experiment, okay, you want to know if there is a significant difference between the data collected from each condition. Okay, caffeine and without caffeine. So you want to know if caffeine really does have an effect on the amount of sleep that participants get. So is there no difference in the amount of sleep for caffeine and no caffeine condition? So we are going to use alpha 0.05. Okay, so let's go to SPSS. Okay, so open up the variable view window, okay, on the SPSS data editor, and enter the two variables, okay, which are the dependent variable that collected in the first and second condition of the experiment. Okay, so here we have the condition is with coffee and without caffeine. Okay, with caffeine and without caffeine. Okay, so we're going to enter these two variables. Okay, so insert all the information that SPSS statistic need to know about your dependent variable. So once done, click the data view at the bottom left corner of the SPSS data editor, okay, and key in the data for the dependent variable that collected in the first condition of the experiment. Okay, so in the first column here, and the second condition in the second column here. Okay, so the data, this data. Okay, so this is condition 1, so you're going to put this in the first column. Okay, the first column here, and no caffeine, the second condition. Okay, and the second column. Okay, so once done, okay, to analyze the data, go to analyze. Okay, go to analyze menu, click compare mean, and select pair sample t-test. Okay, so this will open up the dialog box. Okay, so we're going to move these two variables inside the pair variable box here. Okay, so you can either use the arrow or just drag and drop. Okay, so we're going to put it side by side. Okay, side by side. So click option. Okay, so here you're going to insert the alpha value given in your study. Okay, as for this study, the alpha value is 0.05, so therefore the confidence interval percentage will be 95%. Okay, so click on continue, and finally click OK to see the result. Alright, so the first table, okay, so the first table here will provide the descriptive statistic for the two variable. Okay, the first condition caffeine and the second condition no caffeine. Okay, so you can use this to describe the characteristic of the first and second condition in your write-up. Okay, so you can tell what is the mean, the number of participants, okay, the standard deviation, and also the standard error mean. Okay, so the pair sample correlation here will show the bivariate Pearson correlation coefficient for each pair of the variable enter. Okay, so now let's look at the pair sample test here. Okay, so here is where the result of the dependent t-test are presented. Okay, so first we have the mean score. Okay, the mean score different between the both condition. Okay, so we have -4 Okay, so how we got -4 is the difference mean here. Okay, so let's focus on the last three column here. Okay, so we have the t value. Okay, the t value is -5.657. Okay, and then we have the degree of freedom here, and also the significant two tail. Okay, so if the significant value is smaller than the alpha value, then the result is significant. Okay, if it is more than the alpha value, okay, the result is not significant. Okay, as for this case, okay, the significant value is smaller than the alpha value, okay, 0.05. Okay, so therefore the null hypothesis is rejected, and together this it suggests that there is a significant difference in the amount of sleep that participants get with and without caffeine. Okay, so that is how we interpret the result for the pair sample t-test.